Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer, and it's part 2 of this save where I've switched from Torino. Yes, I resigned, and it took a while. I kept clicking the button, kept continuing, but eventually the Atletico Madrid job came up. Yes, they sacked their manager, and I took over. And not too many games left in the season for me to get a handle on what Atletico Madrid are all about. We did play one game in the last episode, and there are only 2 games left of the season now, Real Madrid being one of them. And we've actually been doing okay. I did get the message that Julian Alvarez, under the previous manager and the previous formation, was on one of those scary, he can't score a goal, and we're very worried about him. Yeah, he's scoring goals for fun now under my management. So anyway, let's see what's been going on. And so as you can see there, lots of shiny green dots. The fly in the ointment was Getafe, a 2-1 loss at home. Not really sure, because then the next game we went out against Mallorca, and we beat them 8-1 away from home. So we are banging a few goals in. Real San Sebastian was a real thriller at their place, and they are challenging for Champions League football this season. So I honestly thought we were going to get beat. But we actually won it 3-2, and that sets us up nicely for Real Madrid and Real Haspales. So let's have a look how the league is situated, and we have actually qualified for Europa League football for next season. We can actually get Champions League football, I think, with 2 wins, as long as Valencia. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, let's get these 2 games played. Real Madrid have already been crowned champions, 96 points. They've kind of run away with the league this season, so I think this will be quite a tough one. But just a couple of games just to see how this formation and tactic is working. And then obviously we've got Europa League football to look forward to next season. So we've kind of, the board are absolutely delighted. They only wanted Conference League. We've got Europa League. Let's get stuck into these 2 games and see where we finish. And then we'll be into a summer transfer window. And I would think plenty of outgoings and plenty of incomings as well. So I have been evaluating the players since you were last with me, and I think this is probably near to my best 11. Tijani Reinders I have played him a few times. I've not been impressed with him at all, so he's on the bench today. We got Oblak in goal, the 3 central defenders, Perez, Garcia and Christensen. The 2 wide midfielders are Lino and Trinsau. Barrios is going to be the playmaker, Pavard as the DM, and sticking with the 2 strikers, Alvarez, leading goal scorer this season, 17 goals, and he partners Amordian up front, and we've got Perez now as the attacking midfielder. Yeah, he's one of the players that really popped out to me, so I started playing. He's doing very, very well. So around these parts, this is what is called a local derby. Of course it would be. It's like Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid. We are at home. Can we do a job on them? I doubt it very much, but you know what? We're leading into the summer transfer window. We've got that Europa League football, so we do have some European football for next season. Let's get a summer transfer window under our belt, and we are doing quite nicely here. Alvarez to Trinsau there, the 2 star players in my team. Highest average ratings, highest number of goals, highest number of assists. Alvarez and Trinsau playing very, very well together. Trinsau there and Alvarez again linking up nicely. Ball's headed out. Vinicius Jr. heads the ball forward. And Perez is going to pick that one up. I think it's Perez. I've got to get used to these players having first names instead of their surnames. Okay, that's a Mordion. Perez is through on goal. Fires the ball in the back of the net. That is 1-0 to Atletico Madrid against the current champions now for this season, Real Madrid. And that was a very, very nicely taken goal. And I think the signs were on the wall there, weren't they? The warning signs were on the wall there. We were attacking them, and Perez there from Amordion's pass sticks in the back of the net. We are winning 1-0. And this game is a very, very, to be honest, I think it's quite a crucial game for us, because you know, it kind of sets our stall out a little bit, doesn't it? You know, you're playing the current champions and it's a local derby. Obviously on Monday morning when everybody goes back to work as per usual with local derbies, there's always bragging rights, and at the moment Atletico have got those bragging rights. Okay, 26 minutes on the clock. Real Madrid going to see what they can conjure. I mean, their team is absolutely star-studded, isn't it? You know, so we can expect them at some stage in the game to have a meaningful attack and probably the ball hitting the back of the net. They've been doing it regularly all season, and obviously that's 96 points on the board has given them the championship already. But ball headed forward there, and the Militao there just picks that ball up. Can we win it? Yes, we can. Trincao once again, absolutely brilliant player for me. Can we pull that in the back of the net? Yes, we can. The linesman's flag stays down. The referee does want to have a look at this one, however. But that looks like an Amordian goal. Is it going to count? Is it not going to count? I mean, this would be a very, very nice scoreline going into half time. The goal is awarded, and we're beating the champions of Spain here 2-0. And Trincao and Alvarez working really well together again. But it is Amordian who puts the ball in the back of the net. So I've just come off the pace a little bit. I've dropped the mentality to positive. We don't want to be attacking Real Madrid too much through this game, because as sure as eggs is eggs, they will come back into the game. There's no doubt about it. But they'll look very lacklustre. I think some of these players are actually on the beach already. They've got the bucket and spade packed and they're on the beach already. Alvarez slides the ball in. Ball gets hoofed out by the keeper. Can we pick that one up? No, we can't. And Musiala picks that one up now. But once again, a very loose ball from Real Madrid. And they're looking very out of sorts at the moment. But then again, they have the quality like that. Bellingham there, they only needed the one chance in the game. We've only seen one attack from them and the ball's in the back of the net. It is 2-1 and that's a bit unfortunate. Leading to half time, I was hoping we'd take a 2-goal lead, but Verts to Bellingham, smashed it in the back of the net. I think we will be looking for a new goalkeeper in the summer transfer window. Oblak is 37 years old. We want a younger goalkeeper if possible. Okay, Trincao now picks the ball from the throw-in. Ball to Christensen. Christensen now is going to get a nosebleed. Trincao, absolutely beautiful goal. And my word, this team, I mean, you would have thought they'd have been demoralised by that Real Madrid goal, because, you know, look, if you go back through the years, all of the Madrid derbies, I'm sure Atletico and Real Madrid, I'm sure the count is Real Madrid winning a lot more of the derbies than Atletico. But certainly not undermined at all there, and they're kind of saying, well, you know what, we're not frightened of you, we're going to stick the ball in the back of the net again. It's 3-1 going into half time. Okay, let's give the lads a please, and we just need to have a quick look for any tiredness, and I think this is why we're playing so well. There is no tiredness at all. However, I am going to make one change, and we're going to go to one striker now. Mordian looking very, very tired. So Ryder comes on to partner Perez. Two attacking midfielders now. Let's hope we can get the ball to Alvarez for him to stick another one in. I mean, 4-1 would be even nicer, wouldn't it? 51 minutes now, and Alvarez is actually taking the corner. Alvarez, Trincao, that partnership, he's working very nicely. And oh my word, Ryder's only been on the pitch for, 6 minutes. He smashes the ball in the back of the net. It is 4-1 to Atletico Madrid, and it's one of those times when I do have to pinch myself, because I'm not quite sure what I'm watching here. I'm guessing next season it'll probably be a different story. I think the fact that Real Madrid have already won the league, I think, like I say, one or two of them have got the buckets and spades packed, haven't they? They're on the beach already, sunning themselves, and well, that's working to our benefit. So we are winning 4-1, and there is an outside chance here of Champions League football. Alvarez now floats the ball into the box, and the keeper takes that one from the header. Well, my word, I can't fault our lads here. I mean, this is just off the scale, isn't it? Off the scale. We're dominating the game. They've had one attack and scored off it. Bellingham, nice goal, and Ryder's just scored. That's his 5th of the season, 2nd of the game, and another noticeable thing in the game is the referee, I think, has only looked at one of our goals for offside. Very unusual. But once again, I'm just saying there how our lads have knuckled down to this, and this is absolutely stunning. I think he used the opposition player there as a bit of a shield to unsight the goalkeeper, but nicked it round him. Okay, I think we do need to make some subs now, so let's get into making some subs. Okay, all the substitutions have been made now. Molina's come on a wide right. Reinders has come on as the playmaker. A young kid, Pryoga, has come on as a centre-back. We just have a quick look at him. He's a 19-year-old Argentinian and actually looks to have what it takes to become a very, very good player. Could improve significantly. He's not got 4.5 stars of ability, potential ability. The other noticeable one I found as well is Boguts, and he is a wonder kid. So just have a quick look at him, and he can't. I'm trying to train him to play there. He can't really play there, but he's got a value of 29 million. 20-year-old Polish lad, and like I say, he's a wonder kid. Looks very, very good. Okay, let's crack on. Well, I don't think I'm going to say this too many times while I'm manager of Atletico Madrid, but we've actually outplayed Real Madrid there, and how? I mean, with bells on. I think most of our encounters with them while I'm in Spain are going to be pretty close affairs. We've actually battered Real Madrid 5-1. I don't think that'll ever happen again. But you know what? I'll take it. Absolutely delighted, of course. And let's have a quick look at the league. We will still be in 5th place. We have got that Europa League football. Valencia have yet to play. And Valencia have just won. They beat Celta Vigo 2-1, which ends any chance of us being in the Champions League for next season. But we are in the Europa League, and that'll do for me. In my first full season as manager of Atletico Madrid, it will challenge me, it'll challenge the players, and after the summer transfer window, I'll definitely know my players a little bit better. Okay, well, a very, very nice win there, and like I say, with bells on, you cannot underestimate that, but like I say, I do think Real Madrid's players had the buckets and spades packed already. They were on the beach, weren't they? Okay, this last game doesn't really mean much other than, me, seeing how these players play together. It's 12th place, a Real Hespalis, and gives me another little chance to cast one last eye. I don't know. But anyway, I'll cast an eye over the players, and it might give me a little bit of a better idea who's going and maybe what positions I need to strengthen in. Certainly left midfield, I've already got that earmarked. But then I do have that wonder kid. We're going to have to wait and see whether he can actually train up. Because he can play here and he can play there, but he can't play in the middle. Another silly football manager thing. Of course he can step back or step forward and play there. Of course he can. We have to see whether he'll train or not. Okay, we'll see you for the Real Hispalis game. Okay, one last chance for these players to impress me. Unchanged team, Oblak in goal. 3 central defenders, Perez, Garcia and Christensen. The wide midfielders are Lino and Trinsau. Pavard's the DM. Barrios is the playmaker. 2 strikers, Amordion and Alvarez. And Perez playing just behind them. Well, I got it all wrong with Real Madrid. They had different distractions, actually. It wasn't the beach. It was the Champions League final. Yeah, they're playing in the Champions League final against Inter Milan. And the league game after hours, they actually won 7-0. So obviously a bit of a sting in the tail there. I feel a bit sorry for the team that they were playing because they obviously got the backlash from us battering them. But yeah, so they do have the Champions League final to play. I would say then that the players' minds were on that game. But they did win the next league game 7-0. So Alvarez is through here, hits the post. Lino is going to strike that one, hits somebody's ankles with that one. Pablo Barrios now plays the ball back, and that's been lost. And not quite sure what's happened there. It's a free kick. 20 minutes on the clock. Trincao now with the throw-in. And it always surprises me, this, in football. You know, you beat Real Madrid 5-1, and then you play a team who are 12th, although the ball has just hit the back of the net. Sebastian Perez there. Nice goal, nice finish. And, I think the game that I showed in the last episode, I didn't realise we had Perez. And I played somebody different there. I can't remember who it was now, but Perez, he's an absolutely brilliant attacking midfielder, as he's shown there. Really cool finish. And, we are up underway now. We're winning 1-0. But, yeah, it always surprises me when, you know, you go and batter the top of the league or a really top team, and then in the next game, you really struggle to find the net. And the ball's over the top there. And my defender there absolutely clattered their striker, but gets away with it. So sometimes fortune favours the brave. I think that's the expression, isn't it? Fortune favours the brave. Perez now picks that ball up. And my two strikers there are spinning and turning. And unfortunately, we've lost the ball down that left-hand side. Okay, Hispalis now coming forward. Was that my central defender? And one of my central defenders there thought about clattering into the back of their striker again, but then thought better of it. I think that the referee's probably got his name in his notebook. Just, right, next one, mate, you're in the book. Or you could even be off. But that goal is disallowed there. So we do get away with one. We are still winning 1-0. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Not quite nose hairs, but it was very close. Okay, throw in there at the back. Barrios plays to Garcia. It does my head in this when Eric? What do you mean, Eric? It's Garcia is his name. Put his surname on the back of his shirt. Eric. I mean, there's probably 2 or 3 players in world football that I would allow them to have the Christian name on the back of the shirt. One is Messi, the other one is Ronaldo, but Eric. We have got a penalty, so the referee turned a blind eye to one in our penalty area. He's actually given this one. Alvarez, can he score his 18th goal of the season? Let's see whether he can put this in the back of the net to put us 2-0 up. And can he? No, he can't. And Mandas there in goal saves that one. Quite a poor penalty from Alvarez. He kind of put it at waist high and didn't hit it particularly hard. Alvarez now swings the corner in, and the keeper takes that one as well. So Mandas having quite a decent game there. That will have given him a few, it'll have increased his confidence a little bit, won't it? Trincao whips a little free kick in there. Trincao now is going to pick this one up. Very, very good player, Trincao. I've been a little bit surprised by him. I stuck him out on that right-hand side, wondering whether he could play that wide midfield role, but he's taken to it like a duck to water. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, Hispalis there, trying to mount an attack of their own. That was, that was hit harder than Alvarez's penalty back to our goalkeeper. Absolute madness. Lino swings the ball around to Pavard. Little bit of bend on that. The ball's in the back of the net, and Pavard gets his 3rd goal of the season. We are winning comfortably now, 2-0. I wouldn't really have expected anything different, to be honest. This team, I don't think we're going to need too many additions, if I'm honest. I think left midfield we need somebody. But I don't know. Let's see what we can do in the transfer market, because, like I say, 1 or 2 additions. Let's get some money together. You know, selling 1 or 2 players. 1 or 2 of the fringe players can go out. And let's just have a look for tiredness. Right, okay, Lino is looking. So we'll bring the this wide mid. I mean, the more he plays there, the more he will get used to it, and he might learn that position. He's a wonder kid. I need him to learn it, really. I mean, he could save me a lot of money, Bogarts, because we have another lad here as well, Largo, who can play over that side. 19-year-old. He's not the greatest, so to be honest, if I could get 11 million for him, I would sell him. But yeah, we need some cover, don't we, on the pitch? And that one there with Lino looking. See, the reason he's tired is he's played every game, because I don't really have anybody who I can bring on. All right, let's go into the second half. Well, Real Hispalis have certainly not been mugs in this game today. They've had plenty of shots and quite a few on target as well. Because the difference being is that when you're one of the top teams in La Liga, then your shots actually hit the target. When you're 12th in the league, that's why you're 12th. A lot of your shots don't hit the target. But they've had 11 shots, 4 on target. It's been quite an even game, if I'm honest. We have more of the possession, but like I say, it's other than like watching players and seeing how players play, I want to see how this wonder kid performs on this left-hand side and see if he can do a job for us. But he does need to. At the moment, he can't play there at all. He's not even got the yellow dot or anything. He just cannot play there. And that skims the top of the net. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'd like to see this wonder kid learn that position. And then, okay, ball in from the corner. Ball's headed up into the air and headed out. I think that was Pavard who got his head onto that one. Real Hispalis now trying to conjure something here. Anything. The manager's like, can you give me anything, lads? Anything at all. We're losing 2-0. It's not the greatest last game of the season. They are at home in front of their own fans. They're getting beat. That's a tap in there for Venus. Not great that, was it really? Tapping. Are we on attacking? We are on attacking. Maybe I should have dropped to a positive. We'll stay on attacking. Let's see if we can score another goal. Real Madrid scored, didn't they? And we went straight up the other end and scored. So I think I've given their players a bit of a pep talk, and I didn't realise I was doing it. Yeah, they've got one back. It's 2-1. Substitution o'clock. Veerman has come on in midfield. Ryder has come on again. We saw him in the last game. Scored an absolute cracker. Molina on the right-hand side. And Reinders has come on. Reinders is on loan, so I don't have to worry too much about trying to sell him. He is on loan. He will go back at the end of the season. But not being impressed with him at all. Another player that I've found, we do have quite a big squad, so it's taken a while for me to research all the players. But this lad here, 25-year-old Belgian, Veerman, very composed, got great vision, absolutely brilliant playmaker. He's got a value of 37 million. He is wanted, actually. He's wanted by Chelsea and RB Leipzig. But anyway, he comes in. So midfield, I'm actually doing okay for, I think. I've got plenty of playmakers, got plenty of players who can put the foot on the ball. Anyway, let's confirm those subs. Okay, we do get a free kick now. About 10 minutes of the game left. Good old Eric there. Plays the ball back to Oblak. And that's another position, actually. I've just remembered I do need to go and try and sign a good goalkeeper for next season, because Oblak is 37. I think I've already got 1 or 2 players who are retiring at the end of the season. But Oblak 37. I mean, it's not massively old for a goalkeeper, but I would like a younger goalkeeper who is a bit more agile, and you know, we can build a team round, if you will. Ryder now, very impressed by Ryder, and the ball's in the back of the net, and Amordi on there sticks it in. Another bit of a tap in, but all made by Ryder's work there. Very, very hard working midfielder. Scored in the last game, and this was very, very nice. Just watch this run, and he makes this goal, doesn't he? Bursts into the penalty area to the byline. Keeper gets a hand on it, but Amordion is there just to say, right, thanks very much for that. I'll tap it in the back of the net. It's 3-1. And it looks like we're going to end the season on a win. So 2 games today, 6-point episode, and one of them being Real Madrid. So you can't get better than that, I don't think. But we are going to need to do that next season. We're going to need to beat Real Madrid if we are going to win Serie A. I'm not quite sure, what season that's going to be in. Probably a little bit too early next season, but you never know. Ball's in the back of the net. It is 3-2. The referee has got his arm in the air, though. Maybe this one will get disallowed. Their fans are, well, such that they are. I think the stadium is like, let's go glass half full. Oh, it's been disallowed. The stadium's half full, let's put it that way. Sometimes I even confuse myself when I start waffling. Okay, that was a very slightly offside, but it is 3-1. We're going to run out 3-1 winners. We do get another chance for Real Hispales to get another goal back. Nino here, he's standing over the ball. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about his holidays. Okay, ball inside now, and that is fired over the top. They're not the greatest of sides, are they, Real Hispales? And full-time whistle goes. And, of course, we are going to be absolutely delighted. Let's give the lads, I don't know what the assistant manager's on, satisfied. Give the lads a nice pat on the back for that one. That's the end of the season. They can all now pack the buckets and spades and off they go. And it's weird, isn't it? When I took them over, I think we were in 7th place. And we did claw ourselves up to like 5th. But it was nip and tuck between Las Palmas, Espanyol and ourselves. As it happens, we finished 11 points above Espanyol. But we've had a very, very nice run, haven't we? The only fly in the ointment was that one loss that we had. Other than that, it's been brilliant while I've been here. Absolutely brilliant. So a quick look at the finances before we go. Committed spending now is 2.6 million and we have a wage budget of 3.1 million. So obviously 1 or 2 players out of contract. I'll have to have a look at all of that. We are 41 million in the red in the bank, so that needs looking at. I might have to sell a player or two just to bring that level. We have a transfer budget of 22 million, which if I spend that, will put a 60 odd million in the red in the bank. So there's going to be, I'm used to this though. Torino was probably one of the hardest saves I've ever done financially. And I got the finances ticking over nicely there. And at the same time, got them playing on the pitch. Unfortunately, all of my brilliant work off the pitch and on the pitch was undermined by the board and that takeover that never happened and no due diligence done. That board were an absolute nightmare. Let's hope the board here are a little bit more willing to see sense and be sensible. Because I'm going to do that. I'm going to go off now and see what I can do in the transfer window. Well, everybody's off now, packing the buckets and spades and going off on holiday. I'm going to be working very hard. It's a summer transfer window and it's the part of Football Manager I absolutely love and adore. So I will be spending a lot of time, believe me, and trying to raise some money, get that bank balance sorted out. But at the same time, let's bring some quality players in. I don't think we need too many. We definitely need a goalkeeper. We definitely need a wide left midfield player. But I'm going to give it a really good looking at. And let's see if we can get this team ticking over. Let's try and win the Europa League. That would be a start. And get ourselves up at Serie A and start challenging Barcelona and Real Madrid. We've just beaten Real Madrid 5-1. That makes me very happy. We'll leave the episode with the Gobby Gaffer smiling. We'll see you next time.